7 daily habits that help seniors live past 90. If you want to blow out 90 candles and still feel like getting up to dance, listen closely. Scientists say only about a quarter of your lifespan is written in your genes. The rest is shaped by the small things you do today, tomorrow, and the next day. So here is the question that changes everything. What if the difference between slowing down at 78 and thriving at 95 is hidden in 7 tiny daily habits that you can start before this video ends? Stay with me because one of these habits costs nothing, takes less than 5 minutes, and may cut your risk of falls and memory decline more than the most expensive supplement. Let me guess. You are tired of hearing mixed messages. Eat more protein, but not too much. Walk more, but your knee aches. Sleep more, but you wake at 2 a.m. You want your independence. You want to remember names, tie your shoes without holding your breath, pick up your grandchild without fear, and keep your keys instead of moving into a facility before you are ready. What keeps you up at night is not just illness. It is losing choices, losing your people, losing your story. You do not want to just add years to your life. You want to add life to your years. And you are busy, even now. You need a plan that fits real life, real limitations, and real budgets. Here is the breakthrough. You do not need a complete overhaul. You need a rhythm. 7 daily habits, simple enough to repeat, powerful enough to compound, and flexible enough to do on a good day or a tough day. These habits are inspired by the longest living communities on Earth and by seniors I have met who look me in the eye at 92 and say, I am not done yet. We will pair emotion, because you need a reason to move, with clear steps, because you need to know what to do the moment this video ends. This is for education, not medical advice, so check with your healthcare provider before changing your exercise or diet, especially if you take medications or have conditions that need monitoring. Ready? Habit 1 will shock you with how small and effective it is. Habit 1. Morning light and movement. Picture this. You wake, the house is quiet, and you slide on a sweater. You step outside for 10 to 20 minutes of morning light and an easy walk. Maybe you stroll to the mailbox, around the block, or to the corner and back. That first light hits the back of your eyes and tells your inner clock, wake up. Your body starts a timer for better sleep tonight, steadier energy today, and a brighter mood all day long. That light also nudges vitamin D if the sun is out, helps your balance with simple head and eye movements, and sets a calm pace for your nervous system. Why it works? Your circadian rhythm is your master schedule. When it is on time, your hormones, digestion, brain, and muscles keep better time. Morning light anchors that rhythm. Gentle motion lubricates joints, warms muscles, and tells your body you still use it, so do not throw it away. How to do it? Aim for 10 to 20 minutes outside within an hour of waking, most days. Move at a pace where you could talk in sentences. If walking hurts, stand by a window with your face in the light and do a simple at-home routine. March in place holding the back of a chair. Reach up and down, left and right, eyes follow your hands to gently train balance. Look near and far to wake your eye muscles. If you use a cane or walker, take it. If it is icy or dark, use a bright window or a daylight lamp. Micro upgrade. As you walk, name 5 things you are grateful for. This blends mood, memory, and movement. Tell your body we are alive and engaged. Safety note. If you are prone to dizziness when standing, take your time getting up, and sip a little water before heading out. If you take morning medications, follow your usual routine. If you have vision issues, use sunglasses judiciously and choose a safe route. Keep watching. Habit 2 is the 5-minute strength and balance routine that predicts independence better than almost any test in the clinic. Habit 2, the 5-minute strength and balance stack. If you want to live past 90 with your freedom, this is non-negotiable. The number 1 reason many seniors lose independence is not memory. It is falls. Muscle strength and balance are your body's seat belt. The good news is you can build both at any age, even in your 80s and 90s, with tiny daily practice. Your test. Try this near a sturdy chair. Stand up from the chair without using your hands, sit back down, then stand again. How many times can you do this in 30 seconds? If the answer is fewer than 10, that is your starting line, not a judgment. We are going to improve it. Your stack. Do this every day, ideally right after your morning light. 1 minute of sit to stands. Sit tall, feet flat, lean slightly forward, stand up, control the sit down. If you need to use your hands at first, do it, then work toward fingertips, then no hands. 1 minute of heel raises. Hold the chair back, lift your heels, pause, lower slowly. 1 minute of marching balance. Holding the chair, lift one knee, pause, switch legs. If safe, let go with one hand. 1 minute of side leg lifts. Stand tall, hold the chair, lift one leg to the side a few inches, lower with control, switch sides. 1 minute of single leg stand practice. Stand behind the chair. Lightly hold with fingertips and try to balance on one foot for 10 to 20 seconds, switch sides. If that is too hard, keep both feet down and shift weight side to side. Why it works? These moves target the muscles that keep you off the ground and off the couch. Legs, hips, ankles, core. They also train your inner ear and eyes to work together. Even short daily sessions signal your body to maintain muscle, and that signal matters more than doing a long routine once a week. Adaptations. If you have knee pain, make your sit to stands shallow and slower. If you use a walker, do the moves holding it firmly with brakes on or do them seated with resistance bands until you build strength. If you have osteoporosis, focus on upright posture and slow, controlled motion rather than bending and twisting. Motivation. Pick a milestone that matters. Rise from the couch without pushing off. Climb the front steps without stopping. Carry groceries in one trip. Each week, celebrate a small win. Your body listens when you cheer for it. Stay with me. Habit 3 is about something most people overlook, yet in the longest living communities, it is the quiet superpower. Habit 3. Connect daily on purpose. Here is something almost nobody tells you in clinic visits. Loneliness can be as harmful to health as heavy smoking. On the flip side, daily connection acts like a medicine you take with your words. People who live past 90 often have built-in webs of support. Someone pops in. Someone calls. Someone expects them at the table. That expectation pulls you forward on days when your motivation is low. Your daily practice. One meaningful connection every day. A call to a friend. A brief chat with a neighbor. A note to a grandchild. 5 minutes of shared tea with someone in your building. If you can, join a group that meets regularly. A walking club. A faith community. A volunteer slot at the library. A class where you learn and laugh. Put it in your day like an appointment. Make it part of your identity. I am someone who reaches out. Why it works. Connection lowers stress chemicals, stabilizes blood pressure, supports immune function, and protects memory. Your brain is social by design. Conversation is exercise for your attention, language, and empathy. Laughter is literal breath work. Purpose is fuel. People who believe they matter tend to take better care of themselves. If you are shy or have lost friends, start small. Smile at one person. Ask a clerk how their day is going. Join a virtual group if leaving home is hard. Try a 3-line message with a photo. If hearing makes conversation hard, ask your clinic for a hearing check. Ears and eyes are like highways for your brain. When the highways are blocked, the mind works too hard and tires out. Open loop. In a minute I will give you the easiest food habit to keep your muscles and brain fed without complicated rules. First, a quick reset. Reset moment. Let your shoulders drop. Unclench your jaw. Take a slow breath in through your nose, as if you are smelling fresh bread, and then breathe out slowly as if fogging a mirror. Feel your feet on the floor. Tell yourself out loud, I am still here. My future is not finished. This is not fluff. This is your nervous system listening to your own voice. Habit 4. Eat like your future self is sitting with you. Some people live into their 90s on simple meals that repeat. They do not chase perfect diets. They build a pattern that is kind to their heart, their muscles, and their mind. Your daily food habit is not a strict diet. It is a routine that stays steady even on busy days. Your plate rule of thumb. 2/3 plants, 1/3 protein-rich foods, dressed with healthy fats and herbs. Think beans, lentils, leafy greens, colorful vegetables, berries, whole grains, nuts and seeds, olive oil, spices, and simple proteins like fish, eggs, unsweetened yogurt, or tofu. Choose foods that chew a little so your jaw and brain know you are eating. Keep salt to a mindful level, especially if your doctor asked you to. Use herbs to boost flavor. Your daily target. Aim to include some protein at each meal to support muscle. Eggs at breakfast with tomatoes and spinach. Beans or lentil soup at lunch with whole grain toast and olive oil. Fish or tofu at dinner with roasted vegetables and a small baked potato. If you struggle with appetite, make a smoothie with yogurt, berries, and peanut butter. If chewing is hard, soften foods without making them sugary. Hydration. Sip water through the day so your urine is a pale straw color unless your doctor has told you to limit fluids. Herbal tea counts. Broth counts. If you take water pills or have heart or kidney issues, follow your care plan. Timing. Many older adults feel best with a consistent meal schedule. Try to eat within about 12 hours each day. For example, breakfast at 8, dinner by 7. Longer fasts can be risky if you take medications or have diabetes, so talk to your clinician before changing your eating window. Why it works. Your body rebuilds itself from the protein and plants you give it. Fiber feeds your gut, which talks constantly with your brain and immune system. Healthy fats carry vitamins and calm inflammation. Regular eating keeps your energy stable and muscles protected. Budget and ease tips. Buy frozen vegetables and berries. They are nutritious and easy to portion. Make a big pot of bean and vegetable soup once and eat it for days. Keep a bowl of apples and oranges where you can see them. Keep nuts in small bags to grab. The best plan is the one you can actually repeat. Keep going. Habit 5 is what many people skip, yet when you fix it, almost everything else gets easier. Habit 5. Guard your sleep like a precious appointment. You can do all the right things and still feel worn out if you do not sleep well. Sleep is your night shift crew. It clears waste from your brain, balances hormones, and rebuilds muscle. Many seniors struggle with waking at night, early morning awakenings, and daytime drowsiness. This habit builds a sleep-friendly loop. Your routine. Wake at roughly the same time daily. Get morning light and move as in habit 1. Keep naps short and early, ideally 20 to 30 minutes before early afternoon. Choose a calming evening wind down that is the same every night. Dim lights, lower the temperature if possible, and do a predictable sequence like wash face, brush teeth, set out clothes, stretch gently, read a calming book or listen to music. Avoid bright screens in the hour before bed if you can. If you do watch something, keep it gentle and turn on night mode. Bathroom needs. Many of us wake to use the bathroom. Make the path safe. Clear clutter, use a night light near the floor, and keep a stable chair nearby. Avoid big glasses of fluid right before bed unless your doctor advises otherwise, but do not limit fluids so much that you get dehydrated. Medicines and health. Some medicines and aches disrupt sleep. Talk to your clinician about timing of medicines and safe pain strategies. If you snore loudly, wake choking, or feel very sleepy in the day, ask about sleep apnea screening. Treating breathing at night can transform your energy. What to do when you wake up at 2 a.m. Do not stare at the clock. Slow your breath, relax your jaw, and do a simple body scan. If you are awake more than 20 minutes, get out of bed, sit somewhere dim and comfortable, and do something restful until you feel drowsy again. This retrains your brain that bed is for sleep, not worry. Why it works. Rituals tell your brain what is coming. Morning light and movement set the clock. A calm evening primes your parasympathetic system, the part that says rest and digest. When sleep improves even a little, cravings calm, blood pressure improves, and mood steadies. Do not go away. Habit 6 is the brain spark most people miss, and it predicts healthy aging more than crossword puzzles alone. Habit 6. Learn something new with your hands every day. Your brain loves novelty, and it especially loves when your hands and eyes help. The magic is not just thinking. It is doing. Seniors who keep learning skills that require coordination tend to protect attention, memory, and mood. The daily habit. 10 to 30 minutes of a skill that is new enough to make you pay attention but enjoyable enough to keep you coming back. Play a simple tune on a keyboard. Learn 3 chords on a guitar. Knit or crochet a small square. Paint with watercolors. Garden in pots. Cook a new recipe. Tinker with a puzzle that you have not solved before. Practice handwriting a letter to someone you love. Use both hands sometimes to wake up both sides of your brain. Upgrade with social and purpose. Join a class or a club. Teach a grandchild your skill and ask them to teach you something back. Learning grows when shared. Why it works. Novel tasks light up networks across your brain and build reserve. Handwork improves fine motor control and can even ease anxiety by giving your mind something to hold. Vision and hearing checks matter here too. If you cannot see or hear well, your brain wastes energy. Correct what you can so you can spend that energy on learning, not straining. Quick win. Keep your tools visible. If your ukulele is in the closet, you will not play it. If the watercolor set is on the table, you will dip the brush. Set a tiny daily goal you can meet even on a hard day. 1 line of music. 1 row of stitches. 1 new word in a new language. We are almost there. Habit 7 is the glue that holds the rest together when life gets messy. Habit 7. Quiet your stress and choose meaning. Stress is not the enemy. Unrelenting stress is. At this stage of life, you have lived through storms. The goal is not a perfect calm. The goal is a daily practice that reminds your body it is safe right now, and a sense of meaning that makes the work worth it. Your practice. 2 parts. First, a daily calming ritual. 5 slow breaths with longer exhales. A brief prayer. 10 minutes of meditation or quiet sitting. A walk where you notice birds and trees. Writing a few lines in a journal. Anything that turns down the volume. Second, a daily purpose cue. Ask yourself, who needs me today? What can I make a little better? It could be watering your neighbor's plants, feeding a pet, mentoring a younger person, or tending a plant of your own. Why it works. Calming practices lower stress chemicals that can inflame your brain and body. Purpose changes choices. When you matter to someone or something beyond yourself, you naturally move more, eat better, and show up. People in long-living communities do not retire from life. They shift roles and still belong. If grief is heavy or anxiety loud, talk to someone. A counselor, a trusted friend, a faith leader. Strong people ask for help early. This is not weakness. This is wisdom. The 7 habits in rhythm. Let us stitch these together into a day you can taste. You wake and sip a little water. You step into the morning light for a gentle walk. Back home, you do your 5-minute strength and balance stack with the chair. Breakfast is simple and familiar. Maybe an egg with spinach and whole grain toast, or oatmeal with nuts and berries. Late morning, you read a few pages of a new book or practice a song. You call a friend or invite a neighbor for tea. Lunch is a bowl of bean soup with a drizzle of olive oil and a side salad. Early afternoon, you rest your eyes for 20 minutes or sit quietly breathing slowly, then you get up and do a few heel raises while the kettle boils. Evening brings a light dinner of colorful vegetables and fish or tofu. You take a short stroll as the sun drops, then dim the lights and keep your wind down routine. You jot a line of gratitude, set out clothes for tomorrow, and sleep in a room that feels like a safe nest. Emotional truth. This is not about perfection. There will be days when you skip the walk or eat crackers for dinner. That does not erase your progress. Your body keeps score over weeks and months, not hours. Every time you choose one of these habits, you cast a vote for your 90-year-old self. Think of someone you love who did not get the years they deserved. Honor them by living yours fully. Think of someone younger who watches you. Show them it is possible to age with strength and sweetness. Common obstacles and gentle solutions. My knees hurt. Start seated. Do sit to stands from a higher surface, like stacked pillows on a chair. Strengthen your thighs and hips, and ask your clinician about safe pain strategies or physical therapy. Pain often eases as strength returns. I feel too tired. Paradoxically, a few minutes of movement can create energy. Keep your morning light ritual even if you skip the rest. Guard your sleep. Check labs and medicines with your clinician if fatigue is persistent. I am alone. One meaningful connection today. If you have no one nearby, call a helpline for seniors or join an online group for hobbies you enjoy. Volunteer somewhere that appreciates you. Purpose grows people. I cannot remember. Post notes where you see them. Pair habits with routines you already have. For example, after you brush your teeth, you do your heel raises. After breakfast, you make your daily call. Lay out your walking shoes by the door. I do not have money for fancy food. You do not need fancy. Beans, rice, frozen vegetables, eggs, oats, and affordable fruits are strong food. Buy in bulk when possible. Cook once, eat twice. I missed a week. Begin again today. No apology required. Consistency is built by forgiving yourself quickly and returning. Proof in people. I met a woman named Elena who turned 91 last spring. For years she believed her body was done. Then she started walking to her mailbox in the morning, just that one change. The light felt good, so she added the chair routine. 6 months later she could stand from her couch without pushing off. She began making soup again and invited a neighbor over on Tuesdays. Her doctor reduced one of her blood pressure medicines because her numbers improved. When I asked her what changed most, she smiled and said, I remembered what it feels like to look forward to tomorrow. Another friend, Sam, 88, began to write letters to his grandchildren every Sunday. He prints them and mails them. He says the letters are for the kids, but the truth is they keep his mind nimble and his heart open. His daily practice is not grand. It is steady. That is the secret. Make it fun and sticky. Give your habits names, so you look forward to them. Sunrise stroll. 5-minute fortress. Call a friend, lift a friend. Brain play. Quiet the tide. Put them on a simple card on your fridge. Check off the ones you did today. Celebrate 3 out of 7 as a win. Tomorrow your average can rise. 1 minute now. Before we move to the final surprise, do this with me. Stand up if you can. Place your fingertips lightly on a chair and lift your heels slowly 10 times. Feel your calves wake up. Now roll your shoulders back and down, open your chest, and smile. Say out loud, I am not done yet. Notice the shift inside. That is your life force, still here, still ready. The hidden eighth helper. I promised you a habit that costs nothing and takes less than 5 minutes. It is sunlight on your skin and eyes in the morning combined with a simple affirmation you repeat. The light sets your clock. The words set your intention. I will make this day gentle and strong. People think affirmations are fluff. They are not. Athletes use them. Musicians use them. Surgeons use them. You can use them too. Words are levers. Use yours. What to watch out for. As you adopt these habits, listen to your body. New movement can make you pleasantly sore, not sharply painful. Food shifts should leave you satisfied, not dizzy or weak. Sleep routines should calm you, not trap you in bed if you are not sleepy. If anything feels off, slow down and check in with your clinician. If you have diabetes, blood pressure issues, or other conditions, keep a simple log as you build habits. Patterns will appear, and your care team can adjust your plan to fit your stronger self. Your 90-day experiment. Here is a challenge. Pick 3 habits to start. Morning light and movement. The 5-minute strength stack. 1 daily connection. Do them for 90 days. Use a calendar and mark the days you do them. Not perfect. Just most days. After 90 days, add the brain skill practice and the sleep routine focus. Then refine your eating and your stress ritual. By the end of 6 months, you will feel like a different person. Not because a miracle arrived, but because you became your own miracle, one small promise kept at a time. The problem revisited and resolved. We began with confusion and fear. What if aging means shrinking, isolating, forgetting? It does not have to. The path is not a complicated program or a young person's boot camp. It is 7 daily habits that respect the body you have and honor the life you have lived. Morning light and movement. The 5-minute strength and balance stack. Daily connection on purpose. Simple, nourishing meals. Protected sleep. Skill learning with your hands. Calming rituals and meaning. Repeat these and your odds of blowing out those 90 candles with a steady hand and a clear laugh rise with every sunrise. If this spoke to you, hit subscribe so you do not miss the next video where I will walk you through a gentle 10-minute strength routine you can do with a chair and a wall. It is designed for real knees and real backs. And if you want to go deeper into food without overwhelm, watch the video on simple senior-friendly meals that protect muscle and memory. Build your toolkit one video at a time, one habit at a time. Your future self is already grateful. I am planning a 7-day challenge where we all practice one habit together and compare notes. Which habit do you want to start with, and what is the small promise you are willing to make to your 90-year-old self starting tonight?